Hey Libra, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your beginning of June general love reading. Now keep in mind this is a general reading, which means it cannot possibly apply to every single person that is watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be left in the description box below. In case you are new to the channel, welcome. Come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. And I hope that you guys are doing well. So for my Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals, when I was meditating over you guys' energy, the song that I got was Get It Together by 702. Now it's interesting, the 702, you had a set of twins and then their sister, and all three of them, of course there's a set of twins. You have three Geminis technically in that group. Two of them unfortunately have passed, but again, those they were Geminis. We are currently in Gemini season. And then you have a Pisces, so strong 3 times Gemini energy, okay? So that could be that you literally were dealing with someone who has strong Gemini placements in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or like I said, because we are in Gemini season now, this could be a situation that you're dealing with during this time frame, which I strongly feel like that is the case, or you will be dealing with it before Gemini season wraps up. And then also a Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus individual. Here's the thing, when you think about a lot of people, when they think about Geminis, they think about the twins. Like 1 minute you get this version of this person, and the next minute you get this other version of this person. And that's exactly what that song is about. Like even thinking about the specific part of the song that I keep hearing, where they say, I don't really want to go, I don't really want to stay. What I really want to know is, can we get it together? It's something around those lines. I think I messed up a couple words, but you guys get it. That's why I always tell you guys the name of the songs, so you listen to it for yourself. But I knew for a fact that in the part of they said, I don't really want to go, I don't really want to stay. Definitely said that. So it's like, which one is it? That's very fluctuating energy. It's unstable. You don't want to go, you don't want to stay, but then you're asking me, can we get it together? This person is confused as hell about what they want. Somebody could be accused of even saying that you're confused about what you want. Somebody in this situation is confused, but what I'm getting is like, regardless of the level of confusion, there's still love there. So it's confusing as hell. It really is. I feel like there's love there, but somebody's not sure about how to move forward in the connection. Like they know that they love you, or you know that you love them, but you don't know if it's going to be sustainable for long term, like marriage, starting a family, living together. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Okay, so let's see what we get for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. We're going to go through the deck until we get your major arcana, which is the Justice card. We'll get the card that comes before and the card that comes after, and then we'll get clarifiers. Currently at the bottom of the deck, you got the Ten of Wands, carrying a heavy load, carrying a heavy burden. This relationship feels heavy. That's why I said it's very confusing. It's like 1 minute things are good, next minute you feel like you're carrying the weight of the relationship on your own. You feel like you're the only one that cares, or this person is accusing you and saying like you don't care, and they're doing everything in the relationship. So let's see. But didn't I tell you, there's love there. Very first shuffle. This person has a lot of feelings for you. You have a lot of feelings for them. I feel like both of you all love each other, but it's just, it's a lot of all over the place energy is what I'm getting. You guys definitely have passion for each other, very sexually attracted, but it just feels like fire can be passion, but fire can also be chaos. So it's like there's this balance between passion and chaos. And sometimes you guys can kind of get caught between that. Like, is this true passion? Is this true chemistry? Or is it just some unhealthy, chaotic pattern that we're going through? It could be a little bit of both. You know, that's what I'm getting here. Back to this Ace of Cups again. So I told you guys, there's love there. There is love there, but you guys can't seem to get it together. It's like can't seem to get on the same page, you know? So we want the Justice card, the card that comes before and the card that comes after. And then we shall get clarifiers for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals. Justice card. Wherefore art thou? Let's see. If you guys are all the way at the back, and you are at the very back of the deck, it feels like for some of you all, this is like the last thing on your mind right now for you, because you're at the very back of the deck. Like you may be focusing on different things, because you're just kind of like, we go through the same pattern. We've been going through this for a while. Like I want to focus on other things like my career, my health, my, you know, I feel like you guys are not thinking about, for you personally, I feel like you're not so focused on it as much as this other person is. And then I also feel like this other person feels like they're not important to you. Like you have pushed them to the far back. You know, I'm getting that also. So there's your energy, and right in front of it, You have that's energy. That's interesting because I said earlier, you guys are not on the same page, and you got a page of swords. Okay, very interesting. Pages are young, youthful. They still got some expanding and growing to do. They may be accusing you of being immature because this could be associated with immaturity. You have page, of course, communication and mental. So there may be some issues with communication. Some very cutting words could have been said because a sword cuts, right? And then also, you got a page of swords, and you are swords. So unless you're dealing with a fellow air sign, you could be getting accused of being immature or not responding because the sword is not completely upright. It's sideways. So, yeah, okay, thank you. So the message that I'm hearing is like for a lot of y'all, somebody's accusing you of like basically keeping them hanging. They're not sure because it's like the energy of uncertainty. Because if that sword was all the way upright, it's like yes, down is no, that's sideways. So they feel like you're leading them on. They feel like you're not giving them true clarity about what you want. They feel like you're only giving them half truths, or it's a lot of uncertainty is what I'm getting. Somebody is accusing you of that. Even if you know that you're not doing that, that's how they're taking it. That's how they're perceiving it. There's your energy. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles. And like I said earlier, I feel like a lot of you all are focused on other areas of your life. A lot of you all are definitely focused on like your work, your money. You know, the Eight of Pentacles, your actual 9 to 5, putting in the work. And then also with the song, you know, they say over and over again, the hook, can we get it together? It's like putting in the work. Can we work on this and make things better? Can we come to some type of conclusion so we can have a victory? 6 of Wands, success, attainment, achievement, victory. So let's see. 9 of Wands, wounded warrior. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's in their head because he has a bandage around his head. So somebody's in their head, overwhelmed, overthinking. Could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries. Someone may literally have hit their head recently. I know that's random, but I heard that also. Hermit, seeking knowledge, seeking wisdom, seeking clarity. Someone's on some type of spiritual journey. Could be dealing with an August Virgo, because you have the Eight of Pentacles there. Doesn't have to be. Let's get a clarifier for your Page of Swords as well as your Eight of Pentacles. You see how the cards wouldn't go in? Like when it doesn't flow in seamlessly, it's like something isn't flowing appropriately in a relationship. Like just having a difficult time working together, coming together. Did I say somebody feels like you were leading them on, just got them hanging in limbo? Hangman, Major Arcana, definite. I felt that energy before we even seen that. Bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Somebody's not happy. On an emotional level, there's a level of unhappiness. You could be a September Libra with a lot of water in your chart. So Moon, rising Venus. Or you could be a water sign Sun. You have strong Libra placements in your chart that you're watching for. Whatever the case, something with September resonates. Also, I feel like since this year has began, for a lot of y'all, you have not been happy with the situation. You know, 2005 is a 9 year, so it just feels like there's been a lot of challenges here with this connection. Somebody definitely is being pegged as immature. I really do get that. Spiteful. I want you to look at his eyes. Somebody gets really spiteful when they're angry and says some very cutting, very hurtful things. I'm getting that also. So, universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Give me a clarifier for this Page of Swords. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Give me a clarifier. Okay. You guys seen how I landed sideways, so I'm going to take it sideways. So, you got the World card, travel distance for a movement. You got Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio energy here. But upright is yes, reverse is no, sideways is indecision. And that's where you guys are. You're not sure about which direction to go. Because the world is always going in some type of direction, some type of travel, some type of forward movement, some type of cycle. Sideways, there's an uncertainty about which direction you're going in. And that's a major arcana, so that's definite energy. Somebody is definitely questioning, like, what's next? And that's what I was saying earlier. Like, you got the Ace of Cups twice. There is love there. You and this person love each other, but it's just like, I don't know which direction to go. Because upright, she's definitely, look, her body's going this way. She's looking that way. So either way it goes, there's an energy of confusion, even upright. You know, somebody's not certain. But now that I'm looking at this, bottom of the deck, the Death card in reverse, I don't feel like either one of you want it to be over. You know, I don't feel like you want this situation to be over with this person. or with each other. Because you got the death card reverse, some of you all are still currently with this person, because again, it's not over in reverse. It just feels like, you know, it could be ending because of all the chaos and all the heaviness with that 10 of Wands. Something definitely feel heavy here. There's a lot of things that haven't been spoken. There's a lot of things that needs to be addressed. And all of a sudden my nose feels itchy. I'm not sick or anything like that, but it's like, what does they say spiritually? Like when you're feeling, when your nose is itchy, it's like somebody's nose is in your business, or you need to do some snooping, like you need to do some digging, you need to do some investigating. Because that always makes me think about somebody sticking their nose in your business. Like some of you, oh, okay. I'm also hearing some of y'all may have done some snooping and you've seen something that you didn't like. Because see, even here, if you look at him, it's all these pentacles here, but he's only focused on that one pentacle. Like something caught his attention. So some of you guys may have done some digging and you've seen something you didn't like and it made you question whether or not you could trust this person. I'm getting that also. Let's get a clarifier for this 8 of Pentacles. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Give me a clarifier for the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, you see it. There's your energy. So, yeah. And then you got the 8 of Swords. It's interesting. You got 2 8s. Somebody has a birth date that has an 8 in it. The 8th, the 18th, the 28th. Life path number 8. You could have been with this person for 8 years, 8 months. I know that's a large range of time, but it resonates for somebody. I feel like, here's the thing. If there's been a lot of confusion as far as this connection, I feel like you're going to come out of confusion. Because, see, you're balanced. You're upright. Your major arcana, your energy is upright. And I also feel like you're going to set the record straight. You see how that sword is upright? Like I said, his sword is sideways. Your sword is completely upright. So it's like, okay, if there was any confusion at all, you're going to set the record straight. You're not going to leave any room for confusion. 8 of Swords is mental imprisonment, feeling stuck, feeling bound, feeling uncertain, because all the swords are down. It's in reverse. Like, I feel like you're going to set the record straight. I feel like you're going to be the one that's going to be like, look, what is we doing? Either we're going to do this or we ain't going to do nothing at all. I feel like you're going to be the one that's going to restore balance. Okay? You're going to be the one to restore balance in true Libra fashion. And I do feel like it's going to happen in Gemini season. Okay? This is your energy also, but it also can apply to any of the other air signs. And because we are in the air sign season, Gemini season, I feel like you are going to be the one to restore that balance. I definitely feel like on a day that has an 8 in it. So the 8th, the 18th, the 28th, within the next 8 days, you may, you know, contact this person or communicate with this person about how there's something that you guys need to address. You need some clarity. There's not going to be any room for confusion after you say what you have to say. And that's going to change this whole narrative. Like, there's not going to be a confusion about which way we're going. That's done. That's done. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier because you guys know I channel messages, but I did hear early on that somebody does, in fact, have commitment issues. So if you're dealing with someone who has commitment issues, it's like they may be trying to deflect and act like you are not giving them clear answers when really they're BSing. They don't want to say like, yes, I want to be together, or no, like I love you, but I don't want to live with you, and things like that. They're BSing. They're trying to make it like it's you that's like not, you know, being straightforward. They're deflecting for some of y'all. Some of y'all are definitely done with a deflector. For sure. Okay. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the visuals. As always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, subscribe, click that all button. And until next time, take care and be well. Bye.